One day I was sitting in my house and I was looking at our finances and I went, we're dead. We're just dead. It's just, someone's got to give. And I picked up some canvas grocery bags. I got in my car and I drove down here at about 9 o'clock in the morning because I'd seen the signs out front when I would come by, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to get in line. I'm going to pick up some groceries. I'm going to see what they have. I don't know. And I walked in and all the trucks were being unloaded and the food was being stacked up, and Nirmala was there, and she's going, are you here to volunteer? Are you here to volunteer? And believe me, I'm more than willing to work for food.
It's our mission to end hunger here in San Francisco. So we work to feed people. We get food nationally through our national organization, Feeding America, which represents the big food producers around the country. But the bigger part of our food actually comes locally, and by locally I really mean statewide or in the western US. Fresh produce that comes from growers and packers up and down the state. Over 60% of the food we distribute is fresh produce. So we take those two components, bring them into our warehouse, and then it goes out through agencies and out through our pantry network. Hopefully getting to within literally a few blocks of where people are either living or where they have to go anyway, so that people aren't having to get on a bus, go across town to get a bag of food. The recession relief pantries were set up because we believe that there are a lot of people right now entering poverty or dropping into poverty who've probably never used the welfare system before, the human service system before, probably don't know where to turn, are uncomfortable, probably potentially embarrassed to be asking for food. And some of those people may be saying, I'm just not going to do it. I am just not going to do it. And the result of that may be that themselves or their family may be going without enough food.
I think one thing in this difficult situation that's been good is the ability to network and help others get through the process as easily as they can. So many people are in the same situation, and that's created a sense of commonality. I'm not the only one going through this process, and people have helped me get through these steps, and I can share that information so other people don't have the same frustrations that I've had doing all of this. You just have to be willing to do whatever you can.
Is he repentant? Oh my God, I don't believe it. No one I know believes it. He finally, and she also finally came out with these kind of half-hearted, I'm so sorry, but I love what this one person said to me. He's only sorry he got caught. If he wasn't caught, he wouldn't be sorry about anything. So, that's a huge sentence they gave him, 150 years. And he's lucky he'll be alive 20 or 30 years from now. Supposedly, if you had money directly invested with Madoff, which we did not, by the way, we're not eligible, you get up to $500,000 from the Security Investment Protection Corporation. But the person who's administering that is interpreting the law in a way that infuriates people. I have close friends who moved out of their houses and are now living in the meditation room of a friend. Friends who are getting divorced. Friends who are going bankrupt. Especially in this economy, trying to start over, it's so difficult for people. In some ways, Janine and I were really lucky because we can still keep working. And we're very passionate about our work. We're excited about our work. She's a writer, I'm a speaker. You don't need to have been invested with Bernie Madoff to be feeling the pain of this economic downturn. I dare say there isn't one person in this room who hasn't been feeling the effect of it. Yes, Bernie Madoff stole more money, but it was up to me and Janine to make sure that he didn't steal the rest of our lives.
I'm not a studio photographer. I do outdoor, natural light photography. Well, it took being laid off for me to realize that I could do it on my own. I don't need to be working for somebody else to sustain life. That I have the power and the creativity to go out on my own and find my own work.
So I just started picking up big bags of 50-pound bags of onions and turning them upside down into crates and cleaning up and breaking out boxes and sweeping floors. And then they opened up and somebody said, "Here, hand this out." And I started handing that out. So I've been here every week for the last 8 months. I'm out there hustling to make money, you know, just doing things, nothing illegal. I've gone back to working. I used to be a massage therapist. I'm getting something going at a chiropractor's office a couple of days a week. I got to build a business, but it's a little under the radar, a little cash coming in. I'm at somebody's house this weekend. You know, just things that I do to just, you know, keep some cash rolling in, but it's very sporadic, and you just find that people just don't have money to pay you. I've done my work in the community, and I'm having a hard time, but I sit down and meditate every night, and I say, "Thank you, God." I said, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give." I feel like I have a lot of faith. I didn't have that a long time ago. You know, I didn't have faith. I didn't even know what faith was, you know, and pretty much I'm at that point where all I got is faith.
I think I've learned that you can move on, that you can change, and let go of the little things. I think some of my faith has come back, which hasn't been there in the last few years. I'm more reflective and peaceful, and realizing you have to do what you have to do to make things work.
I have a job interview. I just got an email, which is interesting with the all data group, because she had sent me a job description about a month ago when I just sent my resume. Would you like to come for an interview on Tuesday from 2 to 3 p.m.? I would love to. Yes, I will. I'm very excited to get this response back from her from the same day. I've only had 3 interviews in the 6 months I've been looking. So, hopeful. It's a good note.
It's not what happens to you that counts. It's the story you tell yourself about what it means. It's the story you tell yourself about what's going to happen tomorrow from what happened yesterday. Whatever happens to you in your life is exactly what needs to happen for you to become the person you're supposed to become. Does that mean that everything that happens in your life is going to be good? No, that's not the way the world works. But it means whatever happens to you in your life, good, bad, whatever judgment you want to make on it, you can find value, you can find learning, you can find growth in it. You don't really know what the best thing to happen to you in any possible moment is. And what you try to do is just be open to the possibilities, and if life takes you in a totally unexpected direction, instead of resisting it, just try to embrace it and see, what can this be about? Life is a movement, and you don't get stuck. You just keep opening to what's next.